Alright, I think the chat thing's a bust. Blurred out, kind of weird. Trying to get the Streamlabs thing to work, but that was coming across weird too. I think I'm just going to delete. I'll just pull the chat up separate. Get the audio going from this. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, so we got a minute till Summer Game Fest starts. We got a 2-hour show here, and as anybody watching this probably knows, it is Destiny's raid day for the final shape. And I haven't seen any leaks or anything about Bungie being present. And we know, last stream we watched the Vidoc and confirmed that the thing they told us last is that the next piece of information would be a gameplay reveal. So I'm thinking, if we're not seeing, you know, that Bungie's here, and we got Destiny's raid racing going on right now, we're probably not going to see anything, but if something does pop up, we will be the first to get our hands on it. So in spite of the odds against us, I thought we would stream and check this out. I see Hey Tawny in the chat, El Simia. How's it going, guys? But here's hoping for the best. We've got 5 seconds. What I could see them doing, though, is maybe dropping like a release date for the live action or the gameplay trailer or something like that. Maybe we see something hitting at Bungie Day or something here.
The creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley. Man, I don't know if you guys... Jeff Keighley has kind of like a crazy history. Like his background is very interesting. Almost like a Nepo Baby style award show guy, I think, if I remember correctly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA.
What's next?
Now, if you're
Marathon
watching this
is
show,
what's next.
first of all, welcome.
Better have Gianni
everyone
versus
around the world is joining us for
Nice.
this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry.
It'd be a good Durandal. You know, I saw there was some guy who made a video about Durandal, or about maybe it's like a Marathon 2 story synopsis, and he cast Doctor Strange, the British guy who played Sherlock Holmes, as Durandal. Thought that was pretty fitting.
Let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success.
They're going to start with some indie stuff.
Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year.
Man, Buckshot Roulette has such a cool look to it. Visually, like the most intriguing game I feel like it's come out this year. Animal Well as well is on there.
I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right.
I feel like Game Awards is the best chance if nothing happens in the next couple hours. It's gonna suck to have to wait 6 months, so you are right, Arwen. Well, we have Bungie Day, right? I feel like if they go, you know, a lot more internal with it, we could see something there. I just feel like with their partnership with Sony, they've been kind of positioning themselves to be at a lot of these big events. I think a surprise appearance by Marathon could fit, because they don't want to, I don't know, this is what I keep seeing people saying, like they don't want to overshadow the stuff with Destiny, but I feel like, man, the people who are playing Destiny, they're there, they're playing it right now. I don't know that dropping any of this Marathon news is going to take
send
away
it
from
to a
it. And I
friend,
kind of feel like
get them excited.
if Bungie
That's
hype,
how
you know,
we
as a
together
whole grows,
can
that's
grow
probably for the
gaming
best. And they can just
community.
drop stuff on
We are
top
gonna
of
do that today
the stuff they're
over
doing
the
with
next
Destiny.
2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games? All right, it all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
All right. Okay, Sony. Oh, Lego.
This is a hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
Might give us a little update on progress on Bungie Day. That's a good point. It's true. I'm just thinking with a Game Awards gameplay announcement, how many? I guess the Game Awards are in the beginning of December, correct? Or is that the end of November? Just might be a little bit close. I feel like if they're shooting for a 2025 release, I was thinking the first half of the year.
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
It's an interesting crossover they got going on here.
It's gonna be fun. Right in the eye.
Lego Horizon. I saw that there were rumors about this. I don't know if it had already been announced, but I saw people were talking about this. Lego stuff is cool. I just feel like I mean I haven't played the Horizon game, so can't speak to the world of Horizon, but I just feel like the Lego stuff is always satisfying because you get to go to like this cool world, like the Indiana Jones ones or the Star Wars ones or the Harry Potter ones. Like I just want to like see more stuff in this world, and it's fun that you get to hop around in a not so serious way and kind of see how they recreate a lot of that stuff. Whereas I don't know if that appeal is there for Horizon as far as bouncing around the world. It's just like a future, like a sci-fi future wasteland, right? This Earth stuff with robot dinosaurs. Remember the trailer they did with Vin Diesel? I feel like that's the corniest thing ever. I have not seen any promotional materials using his character though since that trailer with his fucking bald head in it. And I am noting here we're not getting Lego Vin Diesel. Family.
There you go. Wasn't that fun? That was Lego Horizon Adventures coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and
those like,
Nintendo Switch.
like
It's a
folding
playful,
chairs?
lighthearted story
Is this not like
inspired
a
by the world of
theater?
Horizon, designed with two-player action
Like
in
a
mind, supporting
auditorium
couch
or like a
and
stage
online co-op.
with like
All right,
a
now we're going to completely
sporting
shift
event
the
venue or
tone
something?
to
Where's
the
this
next
held at?
game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look.
Okay, that sounds cool. I don't remember No More Hell. It was a Source mod game? I'm getting Slender Man fucking flashbacks here. Seems like a realistic kind of interpretation of Left 4 Dead almost. Especially if it's coming from Source Engine. I wonder, is it going to be like level based or going to be kind of open world, running around doing stuff? Okay, so it's like a one life, you're in a big map. That's cool. This does seem like a less sophisticated Project Zomboid. Like prettier, more available for people. All I want A little taste, Bungo, please.
Coming this Halloween. Looks
yes.
really, really intense. All right.
Yes, Chanel,
to introduce
we all
our
do.
next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals, like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course,
If there's any
Final Fantasy
audio
VII
stuff or
Rebirth
the
last
video's
year,
too loud or my
which was
mic's
in
too
the
loud
audience.
or
Well,
something
this
you guys
year,
can't hear me,
she's
let me
joining
know
us
and I'll
on
adjust.
stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Curious Joy? What is that?
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and wizards, we all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite
What
heroes.
is this?
When it comes
It's a
to
Harry
Quidditch,
Potter
we've all
thing?
wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star?
Man, getting a shitty Quidditch game versus DLC for Hogwarts Legacy, that's a bummer. I'm assuming this is by Warner Brothers, right? Those are the people who did Legacy and do all the Harry Potter games.
Seek glory for your team. No challenge is too great. No dream is too big.
I feel like for a good Quidditch game, you would need like a Rocket League style setup.
Do you have the heart of the Quidditch
I guess like
champion?
mechanically obviously be different, you're flying and stuff, but you would need something that's really tactile. You couldn't go like the Madden route and it's like hit A to throw it to this person who's open, or this is the, you know, shoot button. I feel like you'd have to go something where it's like it's like a skill-based kind of mechanism of playing. Not that it isn't hard to
That's
play
Harry
Madden, or
Potter
it's not
Quidditch
competitive,
Champions
but
launching worldwide on September
Hail Mary,
3rd
baby.
for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from
The
a single
Potterverse.
developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed
Ooh.
me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab,
that was one of the
race,
best
cooperate with
indie
up to
trailers ever when he
20
put out
of
the
your
Choo Choo
friends
Charles trailer.
in Cuff Bust.
Just that he put the NPC and the enemy design together so well. Jesus. Just the graphic shanking of a cute little koala character, that's hilarious. Okay, multiplayer kind of prison escape thing. What I will say is that I'm seeing a lot of Roblox game energy here. If anyone has played any of the numerous children's Roblox prison escape games that always involve cartoonishly jumping down toilets. Seems to be a heavy inspiration. I do like the contrast, though, between some of the stuff. How cute it is, and the rockets and shivs and stuff. That's funny. I was wondering with these, like, is it not a VR thing, is it? One of the movements, the first-person movements, seem very interesting.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by
Man,
one
I saw something,
person. Congratulations, Gavin. So
where,
glad to have that on stage.
Like 30-second trailer or a minute-long trailer,
next
something
one
was
of
like
this year's most anticipated
$200,000
games
here.
is
Like they're
Star Wars
paying for it.
Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft.
See, that's another
and
thing that makes me
Lucasfilm
think,
Games,
okay,
the
the
first
Bungie
open-world
is
Star Wars
positioning
game where you
Marathon
live
as
the
one
life
of
a
their...
scoundrel.
Well, Sony
On
is
Monday at
positioning
12 p.m.
Marathon
Pacific,
as
you'll
this
get to see a
premier
full
entity.
gameplay showcase
I
during
feel like they're,
Ubisoft's
you know,
Forward
that's the
event,
type
streaming as
of
part
project that would have the
continuing
marketing
Summer
budget
Game Fest
to
events. But right now,
put something like
we've
this
got
together
an
and
exclusive
get a
new
trailer
glimpse at the game,
placed out
just
here.
a small taste of what's to come.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
I think the last Star Wars game I played was the first Souls-like Star Wars with Cal. I forget what the name of that one was. I know there was a sequel, but I haven't played that. Is this the game that has like the $150 version of it? Is that what this is? Is this Rebels or something? Here, I'm drawing a blank on the name. There's so many Star Wars properties now. Outlaws. Yeah, I think it is. I think there was like some sort of insane pricing thing where like the deluxe version is like $150.
So by the way, I'm just noticing
$200
everything
or
we're showing
something.
so far, I think is going to be coming out this year. Cuff Bus, I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning
It's another
game
interesting
Grease.
thing
It
that
chronicles the
I'm pretty
story
sure Jeff
of
Keighley had
Alba,
said
a
is
woman
that
bound to a
there's not going to be
curious wolf
any
cub. Here's your
AAA
first ever
games
look
like
at the gameplay.
announced here. There's not going to be any world announcements. Another thing that made me go, okay, well, Marathon's already been announced, so that could be something, one of the bigger games that gets additional information. Oh, great, I don't even know how to call that. Color theory here. Just the work that they're doing with the colors, the contrast of it. Very nice. I feel like honestly, with the 2D platformers these days, I really feel like either the visual aspect of it has to be so striking that I'll be pushed to play it just to see, every piece of it, or the mechanics have to be so insanely good. Because I feel like I've started a lot of them. Even people loved Ori, but I felt like when I started Ori, I was like, oh, it's cool, and it's like a little Metrovania thing, and I thought visually it was interesting, but it just didn't do anything great enough for me to continue. Like, I think the last one I got really into was Celeste.
Coming later today in the Devolver Direct.
Celeste was so
after the
good.
Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we got lots more for
Just
you.
gameplay wise,
All right,
the
next,
mechanics
it's
were
time
such
for our next game
so tight.
announcement.
Felt so satisfying to hit some of the jumps. Limbo was like another example of that. But I feel like ones that go halfway, it's like this gameplay isn't like groundbreaking and the visuals aren't like right up my alley with 2D platformers. I'm just not going to be able to like sustain myself through the whole game.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle. But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Man, the miniatures got me thinking of the Halo 3, the Believe ad series that they ran. That was so fucking good. With the real, I think they're real miniatures. I don't even think those were like CGI, right? I think they actually made these little sets or hired like a third-party company to produce that.
So it shall be.
So it shall.
They filmed with the veterans of it. That's so sick. Wow. Civilization 7. I think last Civilization game I played, may have been 5.
Hello, everyone at Summer
That was a
Game
while
Fest.
ago.
On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that Civilization 7 is coming day and date.
This is
to PC
exactly who
and
I thought was
consoles
making
next
Civilization.
year.
You hear some of the
I'm in
humor
awe of
stuff
the
around
amazing
the
team that
the
has brought us to
Gandhi
this moment.
jokes and stuff. Like, this is
But
the
we also
exact
have to thank
dude
you,
that I thought. Little
our
history
incredible
nerd
fans
type
around
guy
the
in a
world
sick
for your
ass sweater.
overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years.
This is who you want. This is who you want making
We
it.
can't wait to share more, and we hope
It's
you'll
like
join us later
if
this
your
summer for
like
the
your
full
wholesome
reveal
grandfather was
of
making a game,
Civilization
you'd
7.
want him to be making
In the
Sid Meier's
meantime,
Civilization.
Stay
And this is who we
civilized.
get. Stay civilized. It's wholesome. It's good. Holy moly. That looks good. Is this Wukon or Wulon? This is the Souls-like ape game. I feel like I heard about this a while ago. Like a few years. Look at this. Ride that Planet of the Apes hype train. This is the perfect time to be putting this trailer out there. Nice. Nice. Q-tip. Fucking weapon. That looks good. Is that a Game Pass game? PS5, Steam, Epic? No, it's not even on. Why did I think that was a Game Pass thing? I feel like there's another game very similar naming convention. I feel like that might be a Game Pass game. Yeah, that looks sick. Man, some of the stuff in the quest would be so cool if there was a community around it that was more active. Doing some of the like local areas outside of VR chat, which doesn't run super well unless you're plugged into PC. Some of those areas are fun to like mess around in.
Humans were fated
There's
to
just
build
nobody ever there.
monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos. Every new height brings a terrible fall.
What is this? That was like a Lara
And yet
Croft
hope still
at the bottom.
glimmers,
An
even
old style
in the
Lara
depths
Croft.
of the unknown,
You
like
have a
beneath
plushy
us.
animal with her?
We die to live again.
What is this? Very interesting look here.
The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
2024. Once Human. This is coming out like next month? Is that real? Never heard of that.
What does greatness mean to you? Born great. I was made for this. Born great. I'll make 'em pay for this. Say hello to fame.
Is this a console? Samsung Gaming Hub. What is this?
You in?
Is this the Ouya? The Ouya V2? One human? Once human? Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that. Have you heard of that? Imperial?
Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn. The numbers are endless. I will take you all with me.
The extent of my Warhammer knowledge is like perusing 9-hour-long lore videos for something to sleep to. I love it, respect it, think it's super cool. Looks pretty cool. MMO open world survival
All right,
game.
welcome back to Summer Game
I didn't see it
Fest.
was in
We've
MMO.
got
That's
some
cool.
amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show.
hard
and I'm very
space to enter
excited to
into.
introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October. Please welcome the
was
director
revealed
and art
last year, I
Designer
believe.
for Persona
Oh, thank
3,
you.
4, and
I
5.
haven't heard of that.
Katsura Hashino and Shikanori Shojiba.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒に
What's the over-under on the Bill Clinton
Thank
kid
you,
making an
everybody.
appearance again?
It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of
I feel
Metaphor.
like every
It is
event
a
Jeff
pleasure to be
Keighley
here with
hosts, he's
Mr.
got to like
Sojiba.
put that kid's face on a poster and show every
このゲーム
security.
はね、
Like, this kid
アー
does
キタイ
not
プと
come
いう
in.
他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね、その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力で
Is
す。
this turn-based?
すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及ぶ。
Great goblin design in the background.
一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
You guys have never heard of
Archetypes are the embodiment
what's that
of
band?
power
That guy called
born from the will to face
Necrogoblicon?
your fears and
I think is what it's called.
anxieties.
Band's
We gave it our
Goblin
all
dude
to
does like
instill each and every
metal songs.
archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their
pretty funny.
designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて
Dude, props to these guys for anybody who gets up on the stage with a translator. I feel like that would be my nightmare fuel. Is like you're already doing public speaking, which that's whatever. That's one thing, you can work your way through that. But all right, now I'm gonna stand up here and I'm gonna hope that this guy is saying what I said in the way that I said it, and I'm just gonna pretend like I know what to do with my hands and wait until he stops talking.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight.
This is visually the combination of like Ni no Kuni, Berserk style, especially with that first boss they showed, or first enemy.
Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them. On guard! You must acquire
Jason
more
Jones should dress up as Robert
and
Blake
bring
and
them
present the
together.
gameplay of Marathon. That's hilarious. Yeah, with the thumbs up. Or they should even just put him like on a terminal, with like the green shitty lines from the terminals. That'd be funny.
You wield power now.
Honestly, I wonder if they will have Jason Jones do like a cameo in game as somebody, at least like as one of the Bobs, maybe, who left like a voice or an audio log or something behind. You find him. That'd be hilarious.
Such an honor to have Hashino and Shojima with us on stage.
And I feel
Thank
like
you
the
guys
biggest
for that deep
kind
look
of
at the archetypes, such stunning
story
visual
question, one of my
designs.
favorite ones right now, is
Now
like,
we're gonna
where
jump
are
into the
Robert Blake and his men in the timeline? We're in the late 2800s, and they were equipped with a pretty badass ship, dude. Where are those guys?
The mysterious Rat King
Especially if
and
they
his
show
cultist
up,
devotees.
later
Here's
on
your
as
first
an
look
element
at
of
the story
like
trailer for Batman Arkham
being
Shadow.
involved. I mean, they were en route to Seoul, but I don't know. Maybe their FTL relays had to go through Tau Ceti. It'd be hilarious if while you're there, some Bobs show up.
New darkness overtaking Gotham.
Running on Tau Ceti.
Mad. The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good.
What if they put Halo 3 cardboard cutout one of the maps? Yeah.
But they're not the only ones who can use it.
For a short while, I had one of the standing Master Chief shits from a GameStop that my buddy had stolen. We were very young.
To destroy him.
Maybe he didn't steal it. Either way, we came into possession of it, and it was in my basement for a brief time. My eyes are just glazing over with Batman stuff. I just feel like that original Arkham trilogy ended so well and was so good.
Now it is time
And
to
everything
update fans
since
on
then
a
that they've done has
legendary
been
fighting
kind
game
of.
franchise.
Which did they do Suicide Squad? Those are the people who made that. I mean, they tried to. What was the?
Ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing
had Robin
each
in
one
it and
ever since. So
somebody
let's
else.
check it out.
They came out last year as like a 4-player co-op, but it was the same, fighting mechanics, same style. Arkham something maybe. I feel like they've shown quite a few anime things. I feel like all the anime stuff they've shown has been trying to capture that early 2000s anime vibe. Where there's like, slightly higher fidelity, more effects, but also kind of trying to see that 90s style clean cut imagery, the panning shots and stuff. I'm by no means an anime connoisseur, so analysis could be off. Like I said though, isn't it crazy that they paid maybe $100,000 for that spot? That's so wild. That just shows you how big the marketing budget is on a lot of these games. Which is wild when you see them laying people off. This looks interesting. I would love to see a Castle Crashers game in this style. Bring a 3D and a lo-fi Castle Crashers theme. That'd be sick. Indie Dynasty Warriors kind of deal. It's funny, we just saw the new Dynasty Warriors stuff last week at the Sony State of Play. It's a roguelike. Man, speaking of roguelites, did any of you guys play the new South Park game? I loved the last two South Park games. They're so much fun. I mean, I like South Park, obviously. I grew up watching South Park, and that kind of humor's always been up my alley, but the games were a lot of fun. You could really build out your character. It wasn't too vast, and the whole thing felt like a really long episode of the show, but they decided to do a roguelike. Honestly, it was a lot kind of stylistically, it felt to me like they were trying to pick up on their there was an N64 South Park game, throwing snowballs at people and stuff. You think if we see more Marathon today, some more ARG stuff will drop too? That's my hope. We just saw that comment from Goff. I think his first name's John Goff, the guy on Twitter who I made that video about. But he said there's a lot more to come, and that was specifically in regards to a post he had made about the ARG. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they have canonically. I think they have a lore compendium that they're building behind the scenes, and it seems like the writers very much like that project, and the people who were behind creating that invested a lot of time into it. And so my assumption is that there is a lot more stuff than to put out. And even if we look at kind of where the ARG leaves off, which, kind of in my mind thinking, I don't know if this is an accurate fully statement to say, but kind of like the last thing is that Traxxas chat room. That still puts us, a handful of years, 5 years or something prior to that 2893 date where we're seeing boots on ground. So we have 5 years of stuff in between where they're arriving at Tal Ceti, operations are gearing up, Mida's introducing their presence, doing attacks. I mean, how did it play out with the Oxia Pulse operation? Was that blamed on Mida, or was that kind of left as a gray? We don't know who did it. There's so much stuff for them to expand on, and it seems like they have a lot of the technology aspect of it, if that's a good word for it, put together in terms of they have the websites, they know how to put stuff on there. They could honestly update a lot of that stuff. I know it's a lot of work, and obviously if we had to prioritize something, I guess prioritizing the gameplay and working on in-house stuff would take precedent over the ARG, and that not a huge audience of people were exposed to it or liked it. Not to say people didn't like it. I just don't know if it's that huge of a I don't know if everybody even knew about it, which is kind of my goal of making some of my videos, want to cue people into that. But I absolutely think that it is set up in such a way where if there is more information, they're primed to put it out there, and I could definitely see another Vidoc or something coming out, queuing us into whatever additional information. Even if it's small stuff. Even, hey, just some more emails show up on Yamura's email, the Sakaguchi guy.
Premium campaign mode,
that would be
Black Hawk
super
Down
sick.
is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
Black Hawk movie. Yikes. I don't have an ethical problem with that. I guess my yikes is not like that, but I do feel man, it is kind of surreal. These guys are, alive. A lot of the people who are involved in this situation on both sides. There's Somalians who were here and lived through this event, and obviously there's American military personnel who were involved with this. It would be very surreal to have this experience and then see people playing it out in such a specific way, or at least as it was in a movie that obviously wasn't super totally accurate. There's another game that just came out, which I want to say had a little bit of controversy around it, called 6 Days in Fallujah or something, maybe. It was a very accurate kind of door-to-door, close-quarters combat milsim type game.
And now,
This is
I have
interesting.
an update for
Interesting
you
to
on
see
Fatal
how
Fury
events
City of
turn
the
out.
Wolves. For real this time.
Sorry if I rambled on that question, Chanel. But yes, I would like to see more ARG stuff, and I could see them doing more with the next information released. If that's more succinct. Fatal. Oh, okay. Some Halo stuff. Or is this an advertisement for audio equipment? I always wonder with these ads, it's like, man, how much do people, like, you're saying that's so realistic, it's going to be like you're, you know, it's hallucinatory almost. It's like you're really there. It's like, man, I don't know if I want a speaker that makes me think I'm getting murdered by fucking jackals, honestly. I don't know how close I want to be. I want to experience, you know, I want to play the game, but your selling point is that's going to trick my feeble mind into believing I'm there. I don't know if that's my goal. And does it feels to me like there's like a surprising lack of voice acting in a lot of these trailers. I know we were kind of on like a 3-trailer stretch here, but I feel like a lot of the games they showed have not had any dialogue in them or voice acting at all to show off. I'm gonna say that in the next 10 trailers in a row are gonna be like some grizzled guy talking over what's occurring. What is going on here? It's like a Battle Royale, League of Legends kind of thing, or is this a phone game? Early access. Battle Crush. I honestly don't know if there's been anything super great here. I think there's been a few things I've seen, you know, visually interesting, and like, I thought the Wukong thing was cool, but maybe we're building. Wow, this looks chaotic. I feel bad because I've never been like a mech guy. Like, I know there's so many like mech games and people set up rigs and stuff, but I played Armored Core, the new one, and I loved it. And every time I see a mech game, I'm like, oh, I should give that a try like the last one. And I just think, or I should just play Armored Core again. It was so good.
Have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years, like Get Out, Megan,
okay, I'm interested in this. This
Five
should be
Nights
cool.
at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a
No matter how corny some of the Blumhouse films are, I feel like I always get a kick out of them.
Dark times await us.
Puppets, always scary. Oh, hey, Liza P might be here. I saw that somewhere. Liza P DLC would be cool. Oh, there's multiple things. This is interesting. And everything that they're publishing right now.
I cannot sleep. I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep. And I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
PS1 Ouija board game? Holy moly. Locked in.
Just go home, Viv.
If nobody here has ever heard of the, if you guys haven't heard of the PS1 demo disc, very cool concept, which I don't know if they did it last year, I don't remember, but I think it was like an annual thing where they would release kind of this download where you could walk through a environment and play a bunch of independent like horror games, and they're all kind of in that style of PS1 graphics.
Dark times await
You like playing like the original Resident Evils and stuff. They're always pretty fun. They usually have like some cool kind of twist on it. That Sleep Awake game, or Awake Sleep, whatever that is, that looks pretty good. Some of the like first person, you know, get scared games can be really good. Soma was really amazing. The first, what is it, of Pigs, that one, the one that kind of started it off. Forgetting the name, but that one was pretty good.
Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy.
Bro, just say it. I'm rich. I can do whatever I want. I want to make video games. If I was rich, I'd do the same thing. I have enough money to do it. Have you heard of Blumhouse? I'm the guy.
We're working at
do whatever I want.
Very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great
Matt Pat
relief,
retired.
getting more and
Five
more
Nights at
popular.
Freddy's is
Our
dead now.
movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming
I'm just
sim.
now noticing Jeff Keighley's
We,
jacket
as horror
he's
fans,
got
we know
here.
that there are so many different
It's like
subgenres to
a,
explore.
it looks like an
And
Alan
our
Wake
independent
character or
development
something.
partners, they feel the
I don't
same,
even,
and they're
I mean,
just
it's
as
not bad,
excited,
it's
which
just
means
very...
we have psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we
What's
have
up with the
cosmic
collar?
horror.
It's like a
And
straight
our team has worked really
collar.
hard to work with
Like-
global, creative,
Also, it's like
talented
velvety, is it corduroy?
And that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks. You know, we can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome. All the
Respect
stuff
to
you
her
have
for
there,
getting
and I
through
know,
that.
You know, we'll get
She
into
had a
what
moment
games
there
are coming
where,
out, but
you know,
some of
that's
these are coming
another
soon,
nightmare
Jason. We've got
scenario.
a good
It's like,
slate.
oh,
Yeah,
what am I trying to say
we're on
again?
PC
Let
and
me just make sure I
console,
close this
and,
out good.
And
It doesn't seem like there's a
yeah, we wanted to
teleprompter or
start
anything
with,
either,
with
so...
not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games.
That's
So,
one of the
so you
classic,
wanna
like,
tell us about those?
Game
so Fear
Awards
Spotlight is our first
tropes
release coming
is
later this year, and it
watching
really hits
these,
our
like,
mission statement.
developers
It's an
and,
amazing
you
90s
know,
horror experience. It's got
internet,
great characters,
computer
a compelling
people
narrative. It's
walk
also
their way
super
through
creepy. And I think people will be big
presentations,
fans of
you know,
it,
in front
even if
with
you're not
given a
really into
microphone
horror.
and
quickly,
no cue
actually,
cards.
Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future
Dude, this
years
guy
with
looks
more
like
from,
somebody.
Blumhouse
The
games. Guys, what do you think of the
Blumhouse
slate? Pretty amazing, right?
looks like
Jason, Luis,
you guys know
thanks so much
Butch
for being
Hartman,
on Summer
the
Game.
guy who
Thank
made
you,
Fairly
guys.
Odd Parents.
All right.
The Blumhouse guy
And
looks
now,
like
here's
dark
the world premiere
Butch
of a
Hartman,
brand new
like
Power Rangers
the
game
Antichrist
with a
version.
retro feel.
Bro, Power Rangers. Okay. I have some nostalgia for the Power Rangers. I hate this though. The cartoon, whatever, like that seems very low quality, but the pixel art seems pretty good. Yeah, this looks like the Scott Pilgrim game. Another fun game, just kind of throw on and like walk through. Scott Pilgrim game's like a lo-fi and chill video game, you know? like Eco and Minecraft to an extent too, depending on how you're playing. Oh, a first person when you team up, do the mecha suit or whatever, and that's cool. That's a PC exclusive. Interesting. I would think that'd be coming to Switch and stuff like that. It's still like Power Rangers. I think I'm just old and jaded at this point. I don't know. I just feel like I've seen so many cute little animated things. You have to really wow me. Have you guys ever seen the Lava Song? That Disney short or Pixar short or something? Or Up, you know? Like, you gotta be really cute to wow me, you know? The Last of Us, but Joel's a deer, or Ellie's a deer. I feel like that could have been serviced by kind of seeing what the gameplay's about.
What a beautiful game, Deer and Boy, which comes from
Because once again, if that's just like a 2D platformer and a lot of the visuals were kind of like that, I don't know that I'm gonna be that interested.
Realize his vision.
That could be something cool
from the French government, and games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios.
I never beat Kingdom Come. Maybe I gotta
new look.
jump back in. Sequel coming.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes.
Nice. Nice.
And then boots you right in the balls. These two young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass Smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Gentlemen, praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses! God, is this retribution for my sins? To the task!
This is cool. I'm glad. Like I don't know like if I'll have the time to really commit and get into it. I remember the first one was pretty sophisticated, maybe is the word to use. But it's cool that people are making games like this, you know. And a more historical representations of older
Next, we
times
step into the dark mind
doing
of
cool
Silent
combat
Hill
around
creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced
Instead
his
of the
new game,
World War
Slitterhead,
II
at the Game
shooter
Awards,
for
and
the
now
100th
giving you a
time.
look at the gameplay from his
1000th
independent,
time.
Tokyo-based studio.
Ooh, okay, detective. I'm seeing the vest. Was that the evil within? Holy moly. Did that guy just die? Did the other guy just like fall to the ground? Oh, okay. Nice Beetlejuice fight. This is pretty sick. Hey, another thing here though, is like, where's the voice acting? Where's the dialogue? Why are these people not saying anything? You just get a very light, Interesting. Kind of a cool combat system. Like positional kind of defense stuff. I feel like I need to be taking notes to even remember what I thought looked good. Wow, this reminds... What's that movie? I think Jamie Foxx, who's the detective in the movie where he's chasing the serial killer who can switch bodies. It's like a demon or something. Oh, okay. Hold on now. Killer Bean, more Killer Bean stuff, dude. If they show like a release date or an early access date for this, I will be pumped. Killer Bean is hilarious, hilarious concept, hilarious thing.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance.
And the game he's been working on is super cool.
Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really.
Oh my god, so goofy. I'm pretty sure that it's like open world too, and like a bunch of like dynamic ways to interact with the world, from what I've seen.
I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency, an international organization powerful enough to shape the world.
So ridiculous, dude.
Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency. Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die.
It's like Metal Gear if Kojima's brain was just like skibbity toileted. The break dancing. Excellent. Wow. See, he's adding a lot of stuff into this. He got a zombies mode on top of that.
They made me who I am. And I
Some of the diving and hand-to-hand combat stuff too, you can tell like from his gameplay stuff that he's put out is kind of like Oni. You guys know Oni is an old Bungie game that they did with Rockstar. Like a really cool third-person, like primarily melee combat. I used it for gameplay in one of my videos recently, but
as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded.
Kind of get that vibe from some of the gameplay he's put out, and the fact that you can switch in to the first-person
brand
mode.
new game. Please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions?
Got a lot of money.
This is something we wanted to explore in
What do
Cairn.
you do when you're rich and bored? Climb a mountain.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between.
This isn't going to be
you
like
and
a
the
Bennett
mountain.
Foddy thing. This is going to be like
And
realism
what you're going to see in
climbing.
the
How do you make that
trailer is not
mechanic
from cutscenes. It's the actual
fun?
climbing gameplay.
You make reaching up with your hand and holding on to something engaging.
You can see more later today during Day of the Devs.
Like, I guess
Now
like
let's have a
Gorilla
look.
Tag, you know, kind of style, like you're in VR and shit like that. I feel like the most exciting climbing I've ever done in video games, like Breath of the Wild, you know, trying to get to a safe spot before your hands gave out. Okay. You know, I enjoyed Death Stranding, though, right? That was a walking simulator. I'd give this a shot. I guess if this is just like an open concept kind of game where you can just approach it from any angle and you build up your skills and stuff, that could be kind of fun. Like finding like, okay, you know, where can you you know, set stuff up so you have checkpoints to kind of easier find an easier path up to the peak. Especially if there's different like traversal methods. If you could like zip line across from that place to somewhere else you're trying to reach or something like that. Aaron. Cool. That's cool.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve?
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of gardening. And I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience.
See, at
And I'm
first
not really
I'm seeing the
But I'm surviving. Of course, I have
sorry
to
if I missed
actually
some chats
serve the
here.
tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll
No
usually
facts.
check in with Boro,
talking about
the guy
something on the
who owns the
Vidoc
shop,
and the Marathon
to see
Discord
if my
server, and
help is
some
needed
people didn't seem
anywhere.
to know it was a thing. Yeah,
When all
see,
the
that's what I'm
chores are
talking about, Imperial.
Sometimes I'll
Like,
just
so
sit
I
on the
feel like
bench.
it's so deep, you know, and a lot of the websites aren't even up now. Some people missed
not
it.
fighting.
Playing a lot of Delta Force 1998 a
peaceful.
couple months ago. Grav Guy
it's
made a
weird,
good
'cause
video
I
on the series.
actually
That's cool. I'll
feel
check that out.
Good.
Hopefully this isn't going
I'm
to be like the
happy.
PS State of Play. That was
I
horrible.
can stop running now.
Yeah, I can't remember. The
can
theme of the
stop.
State of Play, I cannot
can
name
stop.
anything from the State of Play
can
right now
stop
off the top of my head.
Running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good.
What I would say is this reminds me of like a Dreamlight Valley kind of thing, but you know, made by the Stanley Parable people. I feel like there's always they have that deeper layer to what they got going on. Add some wonder into their games.
That was Wonderstop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road.
Yep,
Cannot
there we
wait
go,
to
Jeff.
play that.
Nailed it.
All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension
What is
that
up with
overlaps
those
our own.
hand movements? Is he like playing a hidden instrument there? He like
Turn your thoughts inward and
doing some
focus on
Naruto
your
shit?
Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown
Oh,
Nine.
Marathon's
Does
logo.
this have anything to
kind
do
of.
with why Vincent is here?
There it is, Marathon confirmed in the Summer Game
has lived
Fest.
for eons at the mercy of
We got a something pseudo similar to the logo. That Karen climbing game looks cool. Yeah. Oh, you're a climber? That's cool, dude. Built. I feel like climbing is like one of those things where it's like you get so strong. That forearm strength is something that's so specific to climbing that like when you know somebody has it, it's like very noticeable. tangible. The
Remember
strength in the
stepping.
forearms in the back like that.
Find your target and bridge the gap.
Yeah, no, I think it does. Like I said, I wasn't. The concept was a little off for me at the beginning, but I think if it's like an open like thing where you're just trying to find the best path up, that could be a lot of fun.
The Fold is a strange place.
Unknown 9. Look kind of bland, but you know.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
I finally have something. Something that I want.
Well, this is out in a few days.
I'll steal your heart. Adventure starts.
See, I wonder what the strategy is. 'Cause they didn't have anything at the State of Play where they're announcing the other new Monster Hunter things. Like, I feel like throw that all together, let people who like this shit know. Maybe the demographic for that game is a little younger. We got some Bloodborne headgear on here.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall.
Oh, has he got a puppet arm? Yeah, I'm on the watch for some Lies of P stuff here. I'm not gonna give any spoilers away, but the Lies of P ending has an interesting implication. I'd be excited to see if they expand on in DLC. That is a cool ass weapon. Fucking blunderbuss in the backside of like a pole arm. That's cool. Oh, okay. For the masks, they kind of give you different abilities to use. That's a cool concept.
There is but one certainty in the cosmos. Change.
Holy moly. Holy moly. That, man, I just watched the new Dune, so every time I'm seeing some ethereal, bluish goop floating around, I'm getting Spice flashbacks.
Looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer. And the
Every time you hear grappling hook mechanic as a selling point, you just got to remember the hype that existed around Halo Infinite when that was revealed. It didn't even, yes, they pointed out the face of the one monkey was clearly, not super hot, not super high fidelity, texturing modeling going on there, but it didn't matter because Master Chief was gonna have a fucking hook that he will fly through the air on rope. Every time you hear that, it worked once, it'll work again. That's their thinking. Dude, the music choice here is very interesting. I want to be feeling things, I don't know why. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling. Like, I think this badass, is it supposed to be emotional? Because it just looks like a crew gearing up for some badass fighting, I guess. Like, am I supposed to know these people? Does anybody know these people? Why is it? Why is the music so? Am I like missing something here? Am I stupid, guys? The first Descendant. That is going to be a very moody game, I guess. They're just the playable characters from the game. Yeah. Well, thank you for confirming that. Well, that's what I wondered. Well, like, why are we so?
Awesome.
Why are we having this emotional
Descendant will be
moment with them?
available
Like, I don't
across
know them,
PlayStation,
right?
Xbox, and Steam.
Nobody knows
Wishlist it
these
now and
people.
prepare for the release on July 2nd.
That trailer to me felt
And
like
now,
the trailer we
please
would get
welcome
like
two
at the end of a
developers
game's
whose hit indie
lifespan, where it's like,
game,
remember
Among
all the
Us,
cool
took the
moments we
world by
had fighting
storm
with
in a
these
couple
guys.
Game Awards.
Thank you for
From
confirming
Inner
that.
Sloth,
MMO
here
third-person
are
looter
Victoria
shooter.
Tran and Forrest Willard.
Hit or miss with those. All right, this dude's got
What's
a
up, gamers?
fantastic shirt on. Love the shirt.
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake? Do you
like-
think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth.
Should have just said,
An
we're here
indie
to announce
game
Silk
fund we
Song.
made that
They shouldn't have even
offers the
joked
kind of
about it.
deals
They
we
just
would've
should have
wanted
said
back
that and
in our
then
less
played whatever
popular
trailer
mobile
they have.
days.
This is our way of saying thank you to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund because of you. And don't worry, Jeff, it has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
It's a cool idea for a project. It's cool to see people are keeping that in mind. Trying to create a better, environment around the business side of video games.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
Battle Suit Aces.
Any percent, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Wow, the cell shading on that looked really clean.
We just released a demo for one-button bosses, our boss rush game, with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
One button boss rush? Okay.
And this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon
Oh,
Age.
I played
In
Thirsty
our new
Suitors.
game, explore the world
That
in
was
an
pretty fun.
upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange
Fight off
loved ones
corpos.
for one
Marathon
last meal.
news confirmed.
Project
Fighting
Dosa
off
is a
corpos.
game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Mida Chefs. Wow, that was a really well put together presentation, I feel like.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest.
It's kind of my favorite
Those all look
omnibus
fantastic,
trailer
and I
thing we
cannot
got
wait
from
to
a
play them. But
publisher
all
or
of those
studio,
amazing
whatever.
indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show?
Inner Sloth or Outer Sloth? She
Sounds
said
like you
Inner
did.
Sloth.
Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek.
Is this real? Shoot, is this... This is... Oh my god. Oh, okay, Inner Sloth is a separate thing, gotcha. Jesus Christ. Kids are gonna love this. That's the thing, like, you're showing off a TV show. Is this gonna be like a no dialogue show? I do wonder, like, what is the overlap between people watching the Game Awards and people who are gonna watch the Among Us show? Oh no, look, it does. It has a bunch of, holy shit, Elijah Wood, Randall Park, Patton Oswalt. There's like a bunch of like big names in it. So there is gonna. Why did they not show any of them saying anything?
Shadow Generations.
You guys got Patton Oswalt and Elijah Wood. You didn't even use their voice in the trailer.
And 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
I'm not like, I've probably only ever played like one Sonic game. Prior to, I did play the one that came out, was it last year or the year before that? The kind of open world Sonic thing, which was pretty good. I mean, it was, you know, it was what it set out to be. I feel like it was like the Sonic take on the Breath of the Wild's kind of idea. It was cool to like be able to speed around that environment. I've never really been into like the fast jump on the rail kind of deal. It is kind of visually nice to look at though. I've seen you know, like some YouTube videos will use that as kind of like background footage or do little like jungle DMB kind of tracks to background runs of that. Kind of fun.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game,
is he mocking it?
Funcom, there is one
I
small
was just talking
decision
about
that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
Wow.
One where
holy shit.
Paul Atreides, was never born. I created the future until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been.
Interesting.
What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen.
Huh.
Sardaukar
interesting concept.
The spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across
new marketing strategy to have everyone be mute. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is the first trailer that I was saying, like, oh, they're gonna, the next 10 are gonna be just dude talking over it. But yeah, this is like the first one where it's like showed off some voice acting, dialogue. Dune TV show, that'll be good.
Lead to horror.
This is a cool concept.
This one leads to you.
Oh, you get to be the chosen one. You are the Lisan al-Gaib. The what is it? The Hazaract.
More Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom.
I would watch more Dune stuff. I did feel like the second movie was a little rushed. I felt like the scenes, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I felt scene to scene. I felt like, holy shit, oh my god, a lot has happened, you know, moment to moment. This one right now, or the Dune game? Yeah, Dune game looks cool, dude. This is the best animation we've gotten in a trailer, in terms of like the anime kind of stuff. This looks good. Once again, though, just like Chanel just reminded us, no dialogue, no talking. Nobody has anything to say about what's going on. That looks sick.
To tell us more about Battle Aces and show you the gameplay, here's
Oh, okay,
David
cool.
Kim
I was literally gonna say,
from
like,
Games.
well, what does it look like,
Thanks,
though?
Jeff.
What is the game here?
So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new
Oh,
to RTS,
RTS.
as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games
RTS,
such as World
like,
of Warcraft
in
did for
general, my
MMOs,
first
or
question is
Hearthstone
always
did
like,
for card
okay,
games.
is this...
So
Oh,
Battle
see, that's a good
Aces
point.
is an
What he just said. Is like, is
army
it going to
versus army
be
game
an
that has a
esport, or is it going to be a
high
fun
emphasis
game?
on strategy.
You know, is this going to be
We want to bring
StarCraft, or is
this
this going to be
type of
Halo
very
Wars?
specific
Like,
RTS
I'm
fun
down
to
for trying a
players in
Halo
two
Wars
major
game,
ways.
but I don't want to jump in and try to figure out the meta of
the in and out of game
StarCraft.
strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second,
That's cool.
we want to
See, this is...
eliminate
They're
the
addressing that
tedious
exact
clicks required
thing,
to play
right?
in RTS as much as possible, so
Just
that
making an
players
accessible,
playing this
fun
game are
RTS game.
experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS game.
Exactly. See, this is what the genre needs, you know? There's not like a bunch of huge RTS games being played or getting announced, you know? It's really, it has a community around it, and they're playing certain games. They need something like this to where they'll pull in new people who get interested in the genre. Not, you know, spend their time learning math to be able to play at any level.
Last year, the finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates in 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the finals.
It's cool. Finals is fun, you know? I feel like it runs really well. It's very clean. It feels balanced to me. I'm very very casually played like maybe 4 or 5 hours or something total. But it is fun. I think it's a cool setup they have. Oh, that's cool. Oh, are they doing all the... Oh, no, okay, so you still are braining your rifles and stuff. Yeah, this looks sick. That's awesome. And seeing that destruction does make me want to jump back in, because that is fun.
All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Oh, Sam Lake. Okay. Oh, Alan Wake DLC news? Very cool. I love the original Alan Wake. I played the original Alan Wake so many times. And I haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet. I even loved Control. 100% complete Control. Haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet.
You see,
it looks great though.
This is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting
Time to download the finals.
Remedy game
Yeah, dude. No, it is really fun.
pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only.
It's cool, and you know, I
sadly
feel like
well,
the matches don't really drag out. Like there's a lot of movement, so it doesn't get like too boring, and the interplay between the multiple teams makes it so like even if you're trash, you know, you have a good chance to play strategically.
Coming this fall. You can lock in
Hey
your
Bon,
copy
I
starting
don't know if I saw you earlier,
tomorrow.
but how's it going, dude?
Next, we promised you some expansion content for Alan Wake 2, right?
Oh, here we go.
I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs.
Oh.
It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar,
That's cool.
fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios.
Oh, and Night Springs
was
is the
the chance for
in-universe
us to really
Twilight
go
Zone show, right?
Out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable
Oh, are they going to release it now?
in less than 24 hours.
Whoa, that's
Tomorrow.
fucking cool.
Thank you.
That's a cool
Now,
way to build hype.
with this
They've done that for a
world
few things. You have Game
premiere,
Awards too, right?
I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Everything they put out around Alan Wake 2 has been such high quality.
Night Springs,
Super impressive.
A special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us. In Night
Ah, the voice is so good.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me. And I will come back for you, my love.
Oh, hey, it's that guy.
Sean, I'm really happy.
This is gonna get
Wow.
strange.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Bring her back full control. That's cool.
Something was different.
I'm willing to bet that her stuff is more canonical than what they're saying.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta. Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
That's amazing. I gotta play Alan Wake 2.
Through the endless tides of time, they've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself.
Oh, okay. Good use of the audio, the soundtrack here.
Where primal forces
What a version of the song.
over the island's deepest secrets. Where ancient mysteries
Wow.
awaken.
This looks cool. Is this an MMO though? It looks almost.
And demons are born. This is eternal.
Oh, okay. This is an expansion for New World. That looks cool. Have any of you guys played New World?
That's right, New World.
It looks
New
cool.
World Eternum will
I've never
launch
messed
on
with it, though.
PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment
I thought New
HSR
World
in the
was
chat to
a
claim a special in-game
MMO.
bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star
Jesus,
Rail,
that
Hoyoverse's
sentence.
latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version
The nightmare
2.3
sentence.
special program a few hours ago. But there's more.
So
a
much
sneak peek
TikTok
at the upcoming
jargon.
expedition.
Honkai
featuring
Star
a beloved
Rail.
character who is clearly ready
I'm not with
for
it.
the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
Why do people choose to sleep? It's because they're afraid.
I feel like the only time I ever hear about Hoyoverse, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, these are all like in the same realm. The only time I ever hear about them is like it'll pop up in my YouTube feed, you know, some streamer guy talking about some controversy about people working themselves to death in like Korea or something, or some sort of insane community drama.
Future that you don't want to face will never come.
Very rarely do I see like gameplay or people talking about mechanics, but that's my exposure to it generally.
slumber? Because in the end, we will wake from our dreams.
Wow, they're really good. What was the name of that movie? Have you guys seen that anime where it's like these people, it's like this teenage boy and teenage girl maybe like wake up in each other's bodies. They start leaving each other's notes, find each other. It literally, it ends like in the same way. They're clearly pulling on that that thread there. The look up at the stars, shooting stars and stuff. Look at this. Is this a first-person dungeon crawler? We got a Kingsfield game? No? Dark and Dark. Cool. Oh, I think this is like a, like an extraction type thing. I believe I've heard of it. Yeah, because I think there's PvP and PvE stuff in here. And the slowness of the combat, I bet that is very, like, heart-pounding. Any marathon news? Pronoun? No, dude. Unfortunately, yes, frowny faces all around, I know. Nothing. Hey, we got 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes. I don't think... You know, I was looking through the other stuff, because I guess Summer Games Fest is now, like, it's kind of like a longer event. But, I think all the other streams, I don't really suspect anything popping up there. Most of them seem to be, like, pretty straightforward with what they're going to have revealed. This looks really cool. I know that, I'm pretty sure this is out, right? It's like an expansion or something? Play it for... Oh, wow, it's free now. Oh, okay, that's cool.
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure, Dark and Darker, is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right.
Okay, that's cool.
Lots of fans
and
are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that.
Get on there.
And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket.
Yeah, there's quite a few empty seats in there,
Discover,
right?
You don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
Action game, it's free now, yeah. Are you pretty familiar with it, Imperial? Or if I'm saying your name wrong. It looks pretty cool. Like I said, I've heard of it before, but I didn't know a lot about it. But that looked really sick. I didn't realize it was going to be like a free-to-play thing, though. Hopefully, if you've been playing it and you bought in, they, you know, get you on the back end, give you something cool, or how they're introducing like season pass or something. But hopefully, they hook up people who actually bought it if it purchased before. What are we looking at here? Yet again, no real dialogue saying anything. Alright, I'm seeing Jack and Daxter. That's what I'm feeling here. Not really a friend who plays a lot of extraction shooters. He has to play it, but you know, I didn't really get into it. Looks cool. I might have checked out now that's free. What is going on here? Is this like a Borderlands style thing? Got the Fortnite gliders. Hyperlight.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know?
Oh my gosh, dude! Like I feel like the maps to me don't have like a ton of replayability in this, but there are some hilarious moments when you're just beating someone over the head. It can get, especially if you're playing with friends, you know, everyone's drinking, hanging out, having fun. This shit is hilarious. Yeah, the knockout times are great. Oh, okay, that's cool. Adding in different kind of abilities and stuff. See, that is what this game needs. It needs more game modes and like varying stuff to do. What? There's Uno? That's fucking funny. When is that coming out? They got a kart racing part of it?
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine
Oh my
people
god,
here
this
at
dude's
Temple.
hilarious.
So we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at M-Corp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at M-Corp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that
Every game needs to take the ragdolls from games like that. Yeah, absolutely. Just got it. No, dude, no, JoJo. No marathon news yet. We got 30 more minutes though.
My wife hasn't been on the toilet.
Yeah, the ragdolls are hilarious. You know, the game that got that was Half-Life. Half-Life understood the greatness of ragdolling dead enemies.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah!
Just walking away from tearing someone up and just
That's not
screaming
about
into
this.
the air.
That's a father and son.
Everybody's
That's
worked in a
actually
place like that.
We
Unfortunately.
love it here at M-Corp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Nobody panic.
If you guys have not seen, I think You Should Leave, or is that what his show's called? On Netflix. Very funny.
All right, welcome back.
I'm
to
double
Summer Game
schizophrenic
Fest,
looking
and
for
now
Silk
let's
Song and
head
Marathon.
to
I have no
Sam
Sandy,
Amsterdam
bro.
for a new look
It's
at
funny
Skate
because
from
I was just saying earlier that these two people would come out and do like an indie
Jeff, how you
preview,
doing, bud?
and they said, "Oh, we should announce the game." I was like, "Yeah, say Silk Song, say Silk Song, and get all the people hyped." Yeah, Silk Song has it worse than us Marathon fans. Still working on Skate. Man, I feel like Skate 3 is still so good. Yeah, they could definitely like improve and add some like nice stuff and make it look prettier, but I feel like Skate, if like you really want, you know, the old Skate game vibes, they're kind of clean, pseudo, more realistic, like than Tony Hawk's, you know, kind of like gamified version. Skate 3 still holds up. A lot of fun jump arounds, a huge world. Pretty convenient, you know, setting spawns
Very
and stuff for
exciting
yourself.
that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future.
The near
Our
future.
next world
That's a
premiere
great release
is an indie
date.
sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Pow World. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here's the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
There has never been a game that combined two things I cared less about that I wanted to play. Like, I really do. Like, every time I see Power, I'm like, oh, it looks fun. Like, it looks fun. I hate Pokemon. I hate the, you know, kind of Rust world build kind of game thing. Like, build a little factory or whatever for yourself. Control it. Like, none of it interests me, and I'm not, like, super... I don't play anything else that's like it, but every time I see it, I go, I don't know, maybe Pokemon with guns would be kind of fun to run around in. Crazy how successful it was, though. I wonder, like, you know, people talk about Microsoft and Xbox as a whole kind of, you know, falling behind. Obviously, like, this console sales, I think, were behind PlayStation's, like, maybe even behind Xbox One's, you know, it's like, talking about Microsoft shutting down studios and stuff, and But it's like, are people taking into account some stuff like this? Because they've had some like insane Game Pass success. I almost feel like they're just looking at Game Pass and going like, we should just put everything we have into this. And that was a big thing about Pal World, right? Was that it was on Game Pass. I wonder like how much that contributed to the virality of Pal World. It's one thing to say like, oh, Pokemon with Guns is out. But it's like, if that is up your alley and you see it, and it's like, oh, hey, I have Game Pass, or I can pay $15 and play it, you know, right now if I'm not interested. Play a bunch of other stuff.
To Pal World on the new update.
I feel like
Next
that
up,
had to
we've
have had
got
a pretty
big announcement
tangible
from
effect.
Valorant. Here's Andy Ho.
Valorant, okay guys, here we go. Schizo mode. Valorant, Ziegler, right, came from Valorant, so maybe he's gonna come out. Surprise, and it's actually about marathon info.
Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Okay. They're gonna add in a casual mode or something. I feel like everybody who plays Valorant is so serious. It's like hard to even jump into a match and just be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Every time I revisit Valorant, there are 3 new agents. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with everything they add in. I played it like when it came out, and when they did the like the Twitch beta thing, where it's like if you were in a stream, you could like get a code and play in their like early access type thing or something. It was something like that. I played it then, like maybe for the first like month or 2 when it came out. It is fun. They just really were positioning themselves as a e-shooter to such an extent that it felt like everybody playing kind of brought that conception in with it. So there weren't like a ton of like casual kind of lobbies where everyone's playing, you know. I don't know. I don't even know how to verbalize it. It's like esports games and specific, they have a certain feeling, and that's not just the gameplay mechanics, but it extends to like the players and how everybody else is playing within it. You get into that sweat lobby in Call of Duty, you can tell, but I feel like with games like Valorant and Counter-Strike, it's like every lobby, you know, has somebody in it, or a handful of people in it who are 1,000 hours in, know every little peak in the map, trying to shit on people. I could just be ass, though. Could just be terrible at it. It's coming to console. Interesting. Was it? It wasn't on console, was it?
That was Valorant's core tactical gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and
Will
S
they do that
this
kind of
year.
aim assist
Our
drag,
limited beta
I
starts
wonder?
June 14th, and you
I'm
can
assuming
sign
that's
up
how they
right
hit that
now
headshot there at the end, yeah.
beta.playvalorant.com.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Yeah, no, it was PC only,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys. Hey, everyone.
I was
One
gonna say,
of my
that's,
favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community.
It's interesting,
both the game and the
they
sport
knew exactly
right
what they
along
needed
with
to hit
us.
on,
For the
because
last
just
4 years,
picturing
we
that
have been
feeling.
on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players
Bringing that
all
to
around the
console will
world,
be
most recently to
interesting.
China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community evolve as new players bring their passion and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the
Wow.
ride so
Yeah, I
far.
wonder what the
And now we are ready.
cost of an event like that is.
To welcome a whole new group of players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
I bet they have such a huge market share of the esports scene in China. This Edge Runner shit? Immediately. There's crossplay, everyone on PC. ABM will have a major advantage. Yeah. Yeah, does Destiny 2 have... I want to say Destiny 2 has crossplay PC to console in the way that, don't they do something where it's like they just add in, they like up the aim assist a little bit if you're in a mixed lobby or something. That was some more Valorant stuff. Sick pyrotechnics going on. D2 does have crossplay. I don't know anything about the aim assist stuff. For some reason I remember that being like a big deal. But yeah, you're totally right about the advantage. I feel like I played a few crossplay matches of Rainbow Six Siege too. It's just it's just a difficult nut to crack.
Exciting to
also
have
something
Ryan
that
on with Valorant. Thanks to the team at
Marathon
Ryan
kind of
for
talked
sharing
about
that
though.
with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is
Their
a big deal
crossplay
from
stuff
our
is a
friends
really
at
big deal.
DoorDash.
And their
5
Vidoc.
weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery fees and get 50% off your next DoorDash order. Now, here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor.
Oh,
He's been in
okay.
countless games such
Dude,
as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week,
Cool dude, no
Young is gonna
disrespect,
be
but the
a
only thing I
voicing
know about
character
him
in
is
a
his
movie, Inside Out 2, where he
his
plays a
wall
fictional
of
video
plastic.
game character,
Is that Yang Ya
Lance
behind him?
Slashblade. And
He has the
we've
wall of
got
plastic
your
stuff
exclusive
behind him and all
first
the
look. Check
crazy
this out.
fucking collectibles.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him. I never saw the appeal.
Inside Out too, that's funny.
But darkness haunts
Good
my
for him,
past.
dude. Taking a voice acting gig like that. It's a good deal. It's a cool transition.
Unfit, worthless.
There's another guy, Pro ZD, very funny, does voice acting stuff.
Do you
YouTuber
remember
guy.
his power move? I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? Watch this! Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must
Man,
make your
animation
curse
studios are getting
your
so
gift.
wise to the Spider-Man stuff.
Shield yourself, my friends.
What is the other movie that just did it? The Puss in Boots movie did it. Like, this kind of mix of animation is so important, you know? And a lot of, like, more kind of, like, on-the-ground indie animators kind of realize that. You look at, like, Smiling Friends. They understand the importance of the medium of animation itself. It's like, the thing that makes it cool is you can draw anything. So why not play with, you know, visually what you're representing, like, in a better way? And I feel like once big studios saw the kind of, impact that like the Spider-Man movie had and how popular that was, they're definitely listening and introducing that kind of mixed animation style a lot more, which is super sick.
Lots of shiny things, and chicken has a big role. That's all that matters. And here is our big ad. Squad up. I mean, cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What's going on?
Are we really about to end on some like phone game
Look at your
shit?
phone.
Are we gonna go out this way, guys?
I'm the chicken.
What kind of
We're here to make your life more
magic
fun.
can we do to summon some marathon news?
I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
Tell me about yourself. I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because...
Your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
Great emotionally.
Also, I pillaged a few villages.
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay, I'm just a lumberjack.
I don't think you're qualified to be an accountant, so... Which is why you'll have the job.
Congratulations. What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not. Guys, maybe everything isn't a...
Valorant will have an advantage in the market because there are no CSGO style games on console. I'm praying right now. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. You guys remember when Counter-Strike Global Offensive came out on Xbox? Such a funny introduction. I don't even think it's supported anymore.
Pathetic.
Imposter. Jinx. 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 No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack?
We need like a in-universe canonical prayer. We need some 4 religious symbols and imagery.
Go chop some trees, would you? I'd be delighted.
I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. I never leave in you. Good boy.
Here. That came from inside me.
Dude, this shows you is like the biggest actors that we have seen in this whole showing were for Supercell. Like we have major studios here. Like this, right? This is a mobile team. Like they make mobile games.
Shut the door. Or...
Like they have Will Forte and Chris Hemsworth. It's like ridiculous. And Ken Jeong, right?
What?
Just like an insane like amount of money being made by those phone apps.
All right, please join me in welcoming to the
Skull
SGF
emojis.
stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto. Ryozo-san.
Yeah, what we're at 650. Yeah, so I'm thinking we probably got like maybe 2 more things, maybe this and something else. They might end on something though. They might like close out showing something.
Thank you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは 2025
Monster Hunter Wilds, that's the Monster Hunter game that they just showed all stuff for off at Sony's State of Play too, right? The same one. What is the release date for this? Coming out this year, because they are like going hard on the marketing for if that's the case.
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤーの
huge example of courage here, being able to stand still while somebody translates for you.
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds
Look, this
at
dude's
Opening
confident,
Night
though.
Live at Gamescom in
He's
August.
standing there, arms down, looking
and
out.
Our first public hands-on
Like,
playable
I know
demo
people
of
want- I know
Monster
people
Hunter
wanna see
Wilds
this
will
game.
also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
He knows, like, the fans are here.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off.
Wow, dude.
Follow me.
I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna say the same thing that I said last week when we were watching the State of Play. It's like the monster design is so cool.
Watch out for that glove.
Wow, armed sandworms.
I will draw a tire. Cover me.
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready.
Wow,
If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them.
that's sick. Falling into the Sarlacc pit.
As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Wow. That is cool how they're in the environment. This is all in-game stuff, I'm thinking. But it seems like at least.
You'll see what hunting is all about.
Wow.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero,
Oh my God.
game wowed us all
Last
with its
year's
blazing fast
PlayStation
combat
Showcase?
and stylish art. Well, I'm
He's
honored to
fucking
share
with
with
us.
you the
He's
brand
fucking
new
with us.
trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay.
I don't care about
Here's
unique
our final
gameplay
game of
anymore.
the
I just
show,
want unique
Phantom
art style.
Blade
That's a good
Zero.
point. That's a good point. I feel like, you know, in terms of like major game studios, they're going to be able to put together something that's fun and interesting to play. But yeah, I feel like art style is like kind of a standout in terms of like differentiating between things that are going to be like truly enjoyable. But you gotta have that visual stimulus as a part of it.
Faceless is here.
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
This looks cool. Interesting. Trying to parse out this, like, I'm seeing a lot of Souls, like, obviously we got the health bar, we got the stamina bar kind of deal. We have the items on the side there. It's kind of like big boss battle moments, but almost looks like it's playing like a Ninja Gaiden type. Ooh, that Sekiro. Ding. You must embrace the torture my sin. Yeah, unfortunately. This looks pretty cool. Phantom Blade. Wow. That looks really neat.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Oh my golly.
Thank you,
All right.
Jeff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer
All right,
Game Fest,
they gotta
everyone.
close out on
Thanks,
something.
Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks
Come
for watching,
on.
everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs
Look,
starts
we're
right
at
now.
6:56. We got 3 minutes. You're really not going to close out on a trailer or nothing? You're just going to walk off the stage? Where is Marathon at? I know, Bon. Where is it, dude? All right, I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold out for a second. See if they release anything else here. W stream, back to raid day go. Till next time. Hey Chanel, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it a lot. Good luck on the raid. I know you guys are out there grinding, so respect. Alright. I'm gonna wait for a second. Wow, Summer Ads Fest was great this year. Really, really good point. Really good point. Yeah, there are a few cool things. I'm gonna call it now. Every reveal event with no marathon is a part of another marathon ARG. Yep. Yep. Well, hey, we did get, what was that game? We saw one of the games had the little marathon logo almost in it, in one of their pillars. We go out there and start building my wall with red thread connecting all the dots here. Well, when he said from the PlayStation Showcase last year, and then he showed us my descent into madness while we wait. But I mean, Karen looked cool. I mean, I'm still excited about the Wukong stuff. I mean, interesting. You know, honestly, the biggest thing for me out of this was the Dark and Darker. So obviously no marathon stuff, but that seems like a cool extraction shooter that's been out for a while, or extraction type game that's been out for a while. And now it's free to play, so I'm definitely going to check that out and see what that's like. But Yeah. Oh, okay. We got 10 more seconds for them to bamboozle us and show us something crazy, or all hope is lost here. Wow. Well, there you go. That's about it. Well, guys, I'm sorry we did not get anything marathon. I want to be there when it comes, so I'm gonna keep looking out. I'm trying to think. I think we had talked about it earlier in the stream, but I think the next one might be Bungie Day. We could see something.
Summer Games Fest edition.
Yeah, Imperial Dark and Darker looks pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get back into that. Yeah, you had said you played. But we will be here when the next marathon game stuff comes out. You know, next reveal or trailer gameplay, whatever it is, we will be at the ready to analyze immediately. But unfortunately, it does not look like that was today, dudes.
Hi, I'm Eileen from
But
Cappy Games.
thank you guys so much for coming out and watching the stream. Like, we had like quite a few people in here. I don't really. Obviously, it was definitely Dark and Darker is actually good. Very slow paced combat. Yeah, Bond. That's what I was saying when I was watching the trailer. I was saying, like, probably builds up a lot of tension. It reminded me of the original FromSoft games. PC gaming show. Which are you referring to, Tawny Boy? I think Bungie Day is coming up. I think we might get something there. If they start going heavy, you know, they might do a Vidoc kind of thing there that reveals a portion of the gameplay or something, and that might kind of flow into the betas and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to think after this, even what the next, after that at least, after Bungie Day, what would even come. We do have another Sony thing, I think, in August, maybe? September? So if there's nothing on Bungie Day, kind of Bungie's doing their own thing, then we might get something at the next Sony event. Which the last Sony event was pretty weak, so I'm assuming they're going to want to bolster it. In June, PC show maybe. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Is that part of the Summer Game Fest? Is that like part of their lineup? Maybe we'll have to check that out. Good stream, man. Definitely going to be waiting for the next possible announcement. Thank you so much, Bon. Yeah, thank you, Bon, Chanel, Dejos, Pro Nub, Tawny Boy. I'm trying to think, going back here to like see Imperial. There were a lot of people in here the whole time, so I really appreciate it, guys. El Simia also was here earlier. Thanks, guys. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed doing the streams. I might do it more. I don't know, like, next event might not be as soon, so maybe I'll play a game or do something fun. But if you guys are interested in checking that out, let me know. I'll try to put something together. But thanks, everyone, for coming out. I had a blast. Wish we got something marathon, but alas, we did not. I got 2 videos, should be done this weekend, so hopefully I'm shooting for Monday for one, then Friday for the next one. But thank you to everybody. I'll keep hoping and praying for some marathon stuff. I'll see you guys later.